Well, we've got our alert day that's going to be firmly in place for Thursday afternoon. We're going to get a few hours tomorrow between about 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. where we get a couple quick moving thunderstorms into the area. And with that, the risk of a few strong storms that could bring some gusty winds, some thunder and lightning, and can't rule out the risk of an isolated weaker tornado here in mid-January. Very unusual indeed. Now, the impacts to some afternoon and evening plans will be possible. Your timeline of that's coming up in just a few moments. We're very, very quickly approaching our window of some steadier soaking rain, and this is going to be something that's going to get us all tonight. That soaking rain rolls in. It will become really steady after 9 o'clock, and I do expect a half an inch to an inch of total rainfall with a developing storm system that is quite robust across the southern plains. That means heavier snow from the foothills of the Rockies into the central plains and more chances of strong storms where that jet stream's drawing up that Gulf of Mexico moisture down across the Gulf Coast states, and a line of storms that's already developing essentially from St. Louis through Memphis and headed eventually toward Mississippi and Alabama as we go tonight. On the colder side of this system, they've got winter storm warnings that are stacked up for well over a half dozen states from Colorado all the way into the UP of Michigan, where they could come away with over a foot of snow. And while we've seen barely any snowfall, it has been a really harsh winter across the central and northern plains. Now, back here locally, we do have a risk of some strong or severe storms tomorrow afternoon. Doesn't mean it's a certainty for all areas, and there's still lots that's going to go into this, but there is a risk of some strong to severe storms after 3 o'clock tomorrow, and we want you to be alert to that risk as we go into tomorrow. Here's that steadier rain that's going to be picking up. Really get steady after 9 o'clock. A few things I want to point out on that free WTOL 11 weather app. Not only do we have videos waiting for you about the hour-by-hour breakdown of those storms, an opportunity, if you get any photos of any of the storms, you can actually submit those. 2 quick, easy clicks. You go down to the bottom of that WTOL 11 weather app, you select more, and you select submit, and it's your chance to send photos directly to the WTOL 11 weather team. We would, of course, always love to see photos when you could do so safely. How much rain to expect? Here comes the soaking rain tonight. It's a half an inch to an inch of total rainfall, and I expect this will mostly fall overnight tonight and follow up with a rare January thunderstorm threat tomorrow afternoon. For the timing of that, let's send it over to meteorologist John Birchfield. And John, you and I standing here in the middle of January talking about not snow, but correct me here, right? Thunderstorms that are going to be possible.
This has been an unusual winter, to say the least, Chris, and we are tracking thunderstorms. This line of storms racing through between 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. tomorrow. It's going to come with this quick-moving cold front that'll be more semblant of March than January, but such an unusual winter. I want to talk some impacts from this system. These will be quick movers between 3 to 7 o'clock. Now, there is a slight chance for some severe weather, mainly southeast of the Toledo metro. Chris highlighted the heavy rain risk tonight. We're also going to be talking the chance for some strong wind gusts, possibly even exceeding 50 miles an hour at times. Also could be dealing with some small hail out of this, pea-sized up to about a 1/2 inch diameter hail out of this system. And the tornado threat is extremely low, but it's something we'll keep a very close eye on. And you can also check the WTOL 11 weather app from the palm of your hands to be up to date on radar and where these storms are headed. That app is a fantastic tool. You can already see the rain rolling in on Doppler radar. All you have to do is hit the radar button at the bottom of your screen, and we have our hourly forecast updated, showing you that rain moving in by about 10 p.m. tonight. I want to talk timing here. Our first round of rain tonight comes through with this warm front. It's going to be soaking with the potential for 1 inch or more of rain. Now, by the time you wake up tomorrow, this first round of rain is going to be clearing on out, and we'll actually get a brief period of clearing and possibly even a little bit of midday sunshine. Don't let that fool you, because the sun actually provides fuel for lifting in the atmosphere and some thunderstorms. This cold front races through by 3 p.m. and by 7, it's going to be off in the eastern area, locations such as Sandusky and Norwalk, seeing the remnants of this storm system by about 7 to as late as 8 p.m. Chris, 10-day forecast starts to become a little bit more normal, but overall, this January's just been bizarre. No measurable snow, thunderstorms. Mother Nature's a little confused.
Just throwing just about everything at us. John, can you remember a recent time in history we've seen anything like this? Nothing really coming to mind for me.
Certainly very unusual to get this in January, and it could go down as the least snowy January we've ever recorded in Toledo if this continues.
And John, many people say, well, the calendar says January, but you said it right there. Think March. That's what this situation more screams to us, doesn't it?
Certainly does feel like more of a March setup than a January one.
And you'll see some changes in that 10-day forecast. Meteorologist John Birchfield, thank you so much for that. We do make it to the 50s for tomorrow, and our alert day that's going to be firmly in place for those those afternoon storms after 3 p.m., 3 to 7 o'clock is the time we want you to be alert to that. We turn cooler then Thursday night into Friday. Some light snow chances, nothing more than a dusting of snow, 37 the high Friday. The weekend right around the mid to upper 30s, and Sunday's another day. We get a rain-snow mix. We don't expect that's going to be anything significant, a very minor accumulation possible. And then early next week, we stay in the mid to upper 30s and a few chances of scattered light snow showers Wednesday and into Thursday of next week.